Playing 5 Zelda games
the Kingdom
at
frame rate
once
so higher than the
feels
others. Yeah,
like
'cause it's the
Link
Switch
is
2.
having a maniac episode and is reliving separate fragments of his memory.
I think so. Yeah, like Link. Maybe Link is at his therapist. Once again, I think it's still like Link is like explaining like all of his adventures to Zelda after having like this freak accident where he now like knows all of his reincarnations. It's like, no, I swear, no, I was in this ranch and I had to get this slingshot. You've heard of a slingshot, right? Like I had to get this slingshot. It was crazy. And then Zelda, you were there and you came out and you're like, okay, Groose. You remember Groose, right? Like he's like this weird guy at the Skyloft ceremony. You know, like the islands in the sky. I know there's some islands in the ocean, but there's islands in the sky for this one, right? And she's like, you, Groose, you're gonna be dealing with this, and he's just like, just really weird, and then he's like, oh god. And so then he's like, yeah, he's trying to challenge us. And then you're actually like, and this is after, by the way, that I've already been climbing this cliff for so long, just because I need to get my next rune, right? I already game overed myself with bombs. And so once I have all of my bombs, and once I've done that objective, then I'm going to like mention that Groose walks away, right? This, just a side story there. I just need to mention the cliff stuff, because then Groose is like now going to compete against us in the Skyloft ceremony. You, Zelda, you were already dressed in like the goddess stuff. Do you remember the goddess stuff? This was like a really long while ago, because in the future, just a little side story. In the future here, we're gonna actually have this weird like dimensional power where we can like attach objects to others. And then once we have that, we can actually like, it's like Ultra Hand, and it's really weird because I mean, like you dive into like this chasm, and then I get the arm of another person, and we can like, telekinesis things. Yeah, it's crazy. This reminds me of like where I was born, right? An Outset Island. Do you remember the Outside Island? Like this is you were a totally different person at this time, right? Like your name was Tetra. I don't know if you remember that. Tetra, it means 4. And there was like this pirates and this giant bird that dropped you from the sky, and that was kind of weird too. I don't really remember too much about that, especially because after we cut down these objects and everything, we make it across, and to conclude literally everything I'm telling you, we get the Light of Blessing, and that's how we got the Light of Blessing. Do you remember this, Zelda? Do you remember any of this? No? Okay. I just want to make sure you remember, because I remember this. This was just the nightmare I had the other night.
Link going through the spice trance and is trying to explain all the different timelines he saw.